Hello, I'm back. Today is Thursday, February 3rd, 2022 at 2:45 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, I think I didn't get to go to bed until after midnight, but then I guess it was probably close to 1 o'clock. I finally was able to doze off and get sleep. And when I got sleep, I guess I must have slept straight until sometime this morning. I woke up and it was daylight. And I'm like, well, yeah, I finally got me some sleep. But when I woke up, I don't remember um, I don't think I looked at my phone. And if I did, it was probably after 6:30. And I went back to sleep. And then I woke up again. It was 9:31 that I woke up, and when I woke up, it was 9:31, and just before I had a split second of a disturbing, upsetting dream, a disturbing, upsetting, bad dream that I can't even talk about. So then I went to well, I handled my business online and paid certain bills, and yes, I do have bills to pay. And so I'm just waiting on the opportunity to pay one more week to stay here. And then as far as I know, next Friday morning I have to be back on the streets. And I went to one place, and when I went there, um it's a place where they charge 30% of your income, but they say you have to be 100% and totally disabled. And but they had a whole lot of elderly there. And when I went to, I mean, she said there was a 3 to 6 months waiting list, and it looks like I was fourth on the list. So, um, then I went to another place, and the door was locked. So then I went to go get some food at the Chinese food stand, and they had a guy that drove a brand new Kia Sorento that looked like a Cadillac. It looked like a Cadillac SUV, but it was a Kia Sorento, and it was a brand new or kind of new, and that guy looked like he was, bed bug infested, and he tried to walk close to me. I hurried up and tried to get away from him, and I didn't have to wait all that long to stand in a line. But then after that, I went to I just came back here and I showed y'all the footage of what was going on. So the lady who cut my phone off, it was a white female. I can't think of I think it was a silver SUV with one headlight. And before I realized it, when I tried to turn the camera to her, she hurry up and cut my phone off and she cut the camera off my phone and then waited until after she was further down to finally let me back recording again. And then she tried to hurry up and switch lanes. And she tried to hurry up and switch lanes. And so far that I couldn't even get her license plate or nothing. And so And then she switched lanes and went to try to make a turn. So if what y'all gang stalking is doing, if y'all are righteous, why do y'all need to hide evidence and try to distort evidence to hide the truth? If y'all are not, if what y'all doing is right. So I went back inside and I ate my food and I couldn't even eat it all. And because of my tooth situation, this I don't think it's completely broken, but it's wiggly and loose and cracked. And I don't have the money to see a dentist. And I was warned about the dangers of root canal, so I don't want a root canal. And plus I heard it's too expensive. And so I heard that root canals is big business for the dentist, you know, to destroy your teeth even more. So then it's like I could only chew on the right side, and which is difficult to do. And I lost patience and was frustrated. I didn't even get to eat breakfast this morning, but I had some chicken vegetable. It was like I had some like chicken vegetables and fried rice. And I mean, I guess the chicken was soft enough for me to eat, but was seeing like, I mean, it took me over an hour and I still was eating and I just got frustrated. And it's like I've been not even I mean, I've been having the appetite and feeling hungry, but my tooth problem has been making me angry and turned off from even wanting to eat. So then I had some applesauce right after I had applesauce right after I ate about 3/4 of my plate of the Chinese food. And so the lady was a little less rude today than she was yesterday. And so but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't even I try to stay away from fried foods, but that was all I had the money for. The cheapest plate that they have is like vegetable fried rice, and it's $6.95. But I had the chicken and the vegetable fried rice, and it was good. It was $7.95. So what I didn't eat, I guess that can be split into a second meal. And so then the I mean, I want to say those egg rolls tasted so good yesterday, but as I was eating them, I nearly knocked my tooth out several times. Several times I came close to knocking my tooth out unintentionally and nearly succeeded. So, but last night I had these mashed sweet potatoes. They were so good. And it had the consistency of baby food almost. It was pureed pretty much, and it was so good. Let me see. Where is it? I probably hold up. I had the mashed potatoes and applesauce late last night, and I slept really good. But then this morning I was disturbed and angry from the bad dream, and I was kind of feeling, even though I had full amount of hours of sleep, I still had the sleep deprivation kind of feeling sleep deprived. But this right here is the mashed sweet potatoes. Let me turn the light on this so y'all can see better. Where Where did I put them? Hold on, y'all. Right here. These right here. Honest Earth. I didn't realize until I researched online that they're part of the Idahoan foods. And they contain sweet potato, sugar, dried potato, water, butter, salt, brown sugar, and vanilla. Um, but yeah, this is. I mean, it's soft and it's good. But Bruce yams from the can, they try to glorify it as Southern Louisiana recipe. And I'm like, how if it's just sweet potatoes, water, and sugar as the ingredients? I mean, I mean, but this right here, y'all ought to try it. So, I don't even know what's the best thing to do with this doggone tooth. My tooth back here. I feel a tiny, tiny little bump where the abscess area was, but yesterday I felt like the bump felt a little bit bigger, but then today, like earlier today, the area, the gums, the area where the abscess is, it felt like just flat gums earlier. So, well, I'm exhausted and tired myself of, you know, being forced to panhandle and beg for survival and getting not much of any luck or support. I mean, a little bit here and there, but so much more help I could have gotten if it weren't for the smear campaigns, lies, and false rumors spread about me, and other professed targets are gullible and believing and being bewitched. So, and it's like, even when other professed targets decide that they want to believe the smear campaign lie and false rumor about you, then they start to act like a perp and flying monkey as well. And it's like, why? And you're supposed to be, why you're doing this to me, and you're supposed to be targeted yourself. So, and the people who, even as other TIs, the people who betray you and turn against you are the people who you least expect, or the last people on this earth, or the people who talk like as if they're the most honest, sincere people on this earth. They turn out to be the grimiest and the dirtiest. And then they turn around still being gang stalked after they perped and abused you or did you something, and then you end up being mind boggled and confused about what they did to you or why they did it. So, but last night, it was about 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock last night. I love the way that the rain sounded last night. And I haven't heard rain that quiet and that pleasant in a long time. It just sounded so good. That might have been why I slept good last night. But I woke up this morning feeling sleep deprived for some odd reason. I don't know. Because maybe catching up from the previous nights of lost sleep. But certain jobs I cannot get. For one reason, I can't say on here, and another reason, they try to make it like you have to already have experience. I'm like, well, the ad said that no experience necessary. And that was one of the problems I faced even far back as 2003. And it seemed like I haven't given up trying hard to look for a job and um, working for certain temp service jobs. But then they, like this temp service job called Black Tie Service, I worked for only a couple of temp assignments, and I was working on the Cajun Queen and the Creole Queen New Orleans river boats. And now they only have the Creole Queen. I don't know what happened to Cajun Queen. They don't have Cajun Queen boat anymore, just the Creole Queen. And so I did, I probably did some dishwashing back in 2003. Like, I think of the month of April and May 2003, a couple of times I did dishwashing position. And I remember washing dishes by hand and not through the machines. So well, the last dishwashing job I had, it was 2019 when I first got here, and then after that it's been nothing but janitorial. And it's like I said, I'm sick and tired of dishwashing and janitorial. But there was a temp service that called me up the other day and said, well, you're interested in dishwashing and janitorial, is that correct? I wanted to say no. But you know, I'm tired and would like to try something new. And I felt like I wanted to try something new. But I wanted to try something new and try something different. But it's like the temp service, they'll only allow you to have what you have recent experience in. So I'm like, well, wait a minute. I thought a temp service opportunity was supposed to let you get your foot in the door in areas where you don't have experience in, and that you can get hands-on experience or learning or something. So and if you wanted a temp service clerical job, they want 5 to 10 years of recent experience. And I remember when in New Orleans, a temp service job offered me a translation position, and it was supposed to pay, I think, at least $15 an hour, or if not that, then I don't remember. I don't remember if it was $15 or $19 an hour, and it seemed like good money, but with that temp service company, it was with Remedy Intelligent Staffing, and they turned out to perk me really bad and had me blacklisted, and that was with that John Pressgrove guy who, abused me. He's not even from New Orleans, and he abused me and he was a narcissistic perp who tried to set me up to get banned from the convention center. Because in New Orleans, when I would try to go to certain temp service jobs, I'm the only one who singled out and picked on about my dress code or whatever. And I'm like, well, why am I the only one? If other people can wear hoodies, but you're telling me that my jacket is You're telling me that, I mean, they say wear all black whatever jacket, but they try to say, well, you had a thick puffy ski parka, and that wasn't appropriate. I'm like, but y'all, I mean, or they say that wasn't appropriate or that wasn't professional. I'm like, but y'all think these gangster thug hoodies, y'all think y'all let these people have a hoodie, but and then you and when I call you, I tell you, don't talk to me that way, and then you try to bully, harass, and lecture me about my behavior and say, I'm the boss, I make all the rules. So, and then they made sure that I didn't get paid at all. And then I called up the actual owner, and he must have smear campaigned me to the owner of the company. And I wasn't allowed to get to talk to anybody, and they were rude and abusive towards me and stuff like that. I didn't even realize that was part of the gang stalking. I mean, so, and then it was another job, I guess it was housekeeping, that they try to, I mean, people were coming to the job and wearing jeans and Daisy Dukes, high shorts or jeans with holes and tears in them, and then try to say, well, you look like you just woke up, you look like you just you look like you just rolled out of bed and you're not dressed appropriately. And it's like, you hired them, and I was the only one who you single me out and forced me to stand outside while you try to tell me that I'm not dressed appropriately when I had a whole t-shirt and capri pants, and you try to say, well, you look like you just woke up. But the other people, they were able to walk around. I mean, you hired them to work while they had ghetto females with you know ripped high shorts and that had their ass cheeks hanging out, and guys wearing pants with holes in them, and different color, multicolored pants with holes in them, or blue jeans with holes in them and stuff like that, or having rainbow colored hair with a whole lot of piercings and tattoos. And but y'all tell me that I don't look that I look inappropriate. So I mean, it's like they try to look for loopholes and reasons to pick arguments and fights with me, and trying to justify not hiring me and stuff like that. And then when I defend myself verbally, y'all make it like as if I'm crazy. So I mean, I had problems with Remedy Intelligence Staffing and Global Staffing Solutions. Global Staffing Solutions set me up to work for them, and they never paid me the $45 that they owed me, and they ignored me and dodged me for 4 months, and then had like a bogus fake excuse. And Global Staffing Solutions, they were always gang stalking. And I thought they were just narcissistic abusers, but they turned out, before I had better education about the gang stalking, then I looked back and realized that they were perps too. I mean, Tommy's Cuisine in New Orleans, they lied on me and were rude to me. Made bogus lies about me for an excuse to justify not paying me what they owe me. And there was no way I was able to get to go to court and fight. It's like basically I was forced to just accept working for free. So, and I didn't realize all these injustices and everything. That it was, I mean, I was learning more and more about the targeting and the gang stalking experiences. And it's like the gang stalking is so bad right now. I mean, I thought the golf, I thought the gang stalking was worse than Gulf Breeze, but then, I mean, I thought it was worse than Gulf Breeze, but then came after I came back here, it's in. I mean, it seemed like it simmered down a lot, and so now it seems like it's back to intensifying. So, like as a targeted individual, I'm not allowed to get comfortable. So people been ignoring my writings, but I've been trying to see if I can make money off of my. I'm not expecting to make any money off my personal journals or anything, or me venting or doing a daily diary, and I'm damn sure not making any money off my videos. But um, my nonfiction ebooks and my short stories, I wanted to offer them for free, and if you wanted to donate, then that's fine. And so I mean, I even put them on Amazon, but I already told y'all about the perps making false bad reviews on purpose to deter people from you know and it's like it'd be one person making everything sound convincing enough, and they feel like, well, if she's the only one who said something bad, and then nobody else, you know, made this review and she ain't making no sales, then it must be a horrible book. So, oh wow, my camera is going longer. I figure because I know it's darker in here, so it's going longer than 26 minutes. But wow, because that's funny. Because at the other motel, the room was darker. In the other home, I mean, in the other motel, the room was darker. But then I ended up the video will still be cut off at 26 minutes and 46 seconds during the day, but at nighttime, it's lighter during the day in this room than the other motel. So somebody asked me on Twitter, you haven't been able to find a job yet? I said, all this time, still no, I haven't been successful with finding a job. I haven't been able to be successful with landing an actual job, and now it's harder and harder. But I mean, I saw other people who said that they were homeless and authors as well. And and on Twitter, and so I'm like, oh, well, I ain't the only homeless author. But well, speaking of being targeted and forced homeless, I found out last night that the guy, his name is, what's his name? Charles Langenberg or something. And they call him Chuck Langenberg. I think that's his name. And I think I heard that he's the one who wrote the exposed gang stalking website that's in the description box and the links of all my videos. And I found out last night that he got killed about 4 years ago, and I couldn't even find an obituary for him. And that was the one with in the description box with he was trying to say how they turned. I mean, he was trying to say the method of an agent that spilled the beans on how they turned TIs into perps. And so, um, I heard that somebody put a microchip or something in his brain, and then he died shortly after. And I think they put him in a mental hospital. They forced him in a mental hospital, and he died shortly after. So, so then, it's like I was disappointed to find out that he seemed like I found his YouTube channel, and I feel bad to find out that he seemed like as if he dabbled into the occult and New Age too. But he was supposedly a real TI who got killed. But on his exposed gang stalking website, um, I remember seeing that they basically won't allow the target, the forced homeless target, they won't allow you to work or live unless you're willing to join them and become a perp, and then you can get to live and stuff. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to perp for a living. That's not how I want to live. And they want to try to block my honest living in whatever ways possible. And I mean, I feel really bad about what happened. I mean, I didn't know who was behind that website. And I read the whole entire website. And that and a Citizens AHT website, those are my two favorite targeted individual websites that I've come across. And there are a few others that I like too that reveal about gang stalking. But last night I tried to comment on another professed target. I was subscribed to her, and I went to try to comment, and it looked like I must have been blocked. Also, I mean, I don't even really comment because she doesn't even post a lot much anymore. But, I'd be afraid to even comment on other targeted individual videos. And for the fear of finding out that I'm blocked. And so that makes me feel really bad. And I'd be afraid to try to go follow another target on Twitter for the fear that I'll have the notification that I'm blocked and I never even knew this person. I came across this person. But and it's really painful that they don't even know me, but I'm a target like they are. But they must have heard false rumors about me having a bad reputation in the so-called TI community from one of the popular fakes who want to keep us. They give us false hopes of help while they actually keep us divided. And that exposed gang stalking website was trying to say that the popular fake TI perps like Targeted Justice and Freedom for FSCHS or whatever, and a few others, that they're paid agents and that they're paid to they're paid to spread disinformation in the TI community and on purpose to make the real TIs look insane. I mean, they paid agents and they're paid to make you look insane. I mean, they're paid to make the TI community look insane, and they say crazy stuff on purpose so that the TI community can be discredited and not so that we couldn't get any help. And so they're the ones who pretend to be there to help, but then when you try to go to these people for help as a target, then they block you or shun you, or they bully you, or they themselves make false rumors about you. And by them being they've gained so much respect in the TI community that they're pretty much untouchable. But because they're popular, nobody's gonna question how fake they are, and then people will be blinded. And then other TIs, because you spoke the truth about that popular fake TI perp and exposed them, then other real TIs who respect and worship them will act elitist and hate you. And it's like, y'all supposed to be targeted too, but I'm even more targeted for speaking out against the popular fakes. And so that exposed gang stalking website was saying that they spread disinformation on purpose to make us look super crazy so that we damn sure can't get help, pretty much. But I really like that website, and I feel like everybody should see that website. It's in the description box of every one of my videos. It's, sites.google.com/exposed gang stalking or whatever. So it's really backwards how things supposed to be. Like, people say that targeted justice is a CIA front. I already had a feud with the surveillancesurvivors.org website, Shayla Avance. I already had a Twitter feud with her, and me and her got into it, and she pretty much erased me off of every aspect of her Surveillance Survivors website in a way that, and I said, well, just because you erase me off your website doesn't mean I'm not a real TI. So the Surveillance Survivors, the Twitter logo is Illuminati one-eye symbolism. And I've heard, like, some people try to say that Shayla Avance was racist and that Karen Melton Stewart and people like them are racist. But I never ever talked to Karen Melton Stewart. But I had bad experience with Midge Mathis. See, they must be hitting me with direct energy weapons to make me cough, because I'm really getting to the truth. See, Midge Mathis was kind of rude to me. And Susan Fortunato Olsen, she was very nasty towards me the brief moment I had my Facebook. She was very despicable, nasty, and abusive. And so, I mean, some people say that this is a slow kill the gang stalking program, that it's a slow kill depopulation and eugenics program, that they're wiping out entire bloodlines, or if they want to preserve a bloodline, they'll quote unquote wipe out the undesirables. Eugenics program. So we targeted individuals are considered undesirable in society, and we're targeted for extermination. Like, it doesn't sound like Nazi Germany. So we're targeted for extermination in the same way, kind of similar to Nazi Germany. And all our rights are stripped from us. We're not given a chance in life. And if people love to say that God gave us free will, and they'll say that a person has a right to work for Satan if they want to because God gave us free will. But you're the same person who's narcissistic enough that think I shouldn't be driving, or you think I'm not mentally capable, and say, well, God feels this way about you. No, he doesn't. And then, they have the Bible scripture that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthen me. So, but then they'll throw that in my face if I'm saying I'm disabled and can't do this or that. But here, something I wish I can do. I'm capable of driving, but I'm being hindered and blocked from doing that. And I'm gonna keep saying, how is it that a 13-year-old can have easier access to a gun than I can have access to a vehicle? So try to improve my life and better my life, and they want me with these forced low income, low wage, part time jobs, and expect me to get off the streets. And it's like, no way in hell in this economy am I gonna get a place to live with a job that'll pay $336 a week. I'm sorry, $336 a paycheck, like $336 every 2 weeks from a part-time job. No way can I get a place to live, something like that. But I'm tired of being treated like a mentally slow person who's not mentally capable of doing things my age, and being treated like I'm not allowed to make my own free will decisions. And even other professed targets act like they want to treat me like a punished child and try to control my life. And if I say, well, I don't like the way you're talking to me, the way you're talking to me, like you think I'm slow or something, they say, oh, well, that's like I gotta walk on eggshells for you. Only a narcissistic abuser would say that. I gotta walk on eggshells for you. Well, I don't feel comfortable with you being 14 years younger than me and treat me like, like I'm a retarded baby or something. I'm not a retarded baby, and I could be a teen mother of yours. Back then, I heard about, a 14-year-old, you know, if a person is 14, they're the age, you know, you hear about teen pregnancy. So if I'm that much older than you, how dare you try to step up to me that way? But I know teen pregnancy is illegal. Well, no, not illegal, but basically, I heard that if a teenager gets pregnant, then they want to investigate the parent and then have CPS involved to take the unborn baby away. That's what I was trying to get at. I'm sorry. My mind is not functioning properly right now because of my sleep deprivation. But I'm trying to say that I've heard stories that if you're if a person has a baby at 14 and the school finds out, then the teachers call a CPS and then the 14-year-old's parents wonder, well, who touched that girl and how she get pregnant.